Hi everybody, Christine here. I am so excited to be sharing this content today with you in this video. This video is for you and is a must watch if you want to go from being a wannabe successful entrepreneur to the real deal. You've made it, you're running your business successfully. It's not just an idea in your head anymore. It's not just kind of a side project, but it is your full-time successful career path. Okay, so I want you to picture a court case, being in that room and the lawyer presenting the case to the judge. And there's two lawyers and they're kind of going against they are going against each other. One is providing all the evidence why it should go this way, and the other one is providing all the evidence why it should go that way, okay? So you need to think of yourself as the judge, and that one lawyer is your ego, and that pesky lawyer who is annoying as fuck is trying to provide you all of this evidence as to why that's silly, why that's not going to work, why you're not smart enough, why you're not intelligent enough, why you're not experienced enough. It's going to try and supply the judge, you, so-called evidence that you aren't an expert, and no one is going to invest in you to be their coach or their mentor or hire you or pay that much for your package or your offering or your service or your product. That's that lawyer, the ego's job. It's going to try to undermine with all of its power. The other lawyer, on the other hand, is who you want to trust. That is going to be supplying you, the judge, all of the evidence why it can work, why you are being supported, why there's actually a higher power at play guiding you, nudging you, bringing you closer and closer to the desired outcome. That desired outcome that's always being refined and sculpted and unfolding before your very eyes, right? So a way to really sink into and trust the lawyer on this side of the argument is really acknowledging when you have evidence come in that you are on the right track. It's easy to just brush aside all that evidence that comes in that we are on the right track and we are making headway and we are getting closer to success. It's easy to just forget about that and then focus and ruminate on the so-called evidence why things aren't working out for ourselves, right? And one practice I recommend clients do to really engrave this idea of focusing on the evidence it is working out versus it's not is starting yourself something called an evidence journal. So you've heard me talk about gratitude journal time and time again, and an evidence journal is a little bit different. Gratitude journal, you're showing all this appreciation for things you have in your life, relationships, your health, your home, your animals, you name it. Evidence journal is actually reflecting and acknowledging, whether it be in your phone or on a piece of paper, on a notepad, or in an actual evidence journal. Okay, this happened today. I bumped into someone and we started talking about it, and it turns out that she's actually curious about or would like to learn more about hiring someone doing what I'm about to offer. Evidence journal right there. Wow, look at what, through the law of attraction, the universe sent to you, okay? Or maybe you want to learn more about this certain topic that would enhance your solopreneur biz. And then boom, a video pops up and it teaches just on that very topic. That's evidence. That's evidence you're being supported going this path. It can be something as simple as getting that one little tidbit of advice that leads you to go to that one website, that leads you to the next website, that gives you that answer you need. That's evidence journal. It could be that you got your first paid client, or you had someone buy a product from you or a service. Put it in your evidence journal. You're being supported. People are interested in what you have to offer. Maybe it's receiving a text message, someone asking for advice on something similar to what it is you're actually creating a package for your coaching program. People are already gravitating toward you and viewing you as the expert. Really highlight those successes and acknowledge, say, hey universe, hey, there's hey, higher power, I recognize that I am being supported along this path of going after my dream. And the more you really stop and acknowledge and give homage to that, if that's the right word, the more you're going to be attracting in things that are giving you evidence. And then the lawyer on that side of the court case gets stronger and stronger and stronger and more powerful. And soon the guy on this side, ego, who is saying things like, oh, you're not the right fit for that, and who's going to trust you, and who's going to da-da-da, his voice gets quieter and quieter and quieter because you've trumped him. That jury is now believing this guy's side of the argument because you've spent more time allowing him to speak. He's been showcasing his side of the argument more and more because more and more you've been acknowledging it in your evidence journal, or even at the end of the day in your thoughts, kind of going through and being like, okay, what happened today? Oh, you know what? That happened in my favor. And you know what? I actually did make more money doing my soulpreneur business this month than I have in the past. And another way you could have spun it was, okay, maybe your target was 5K this month and you hit 4,500. So maybe you could have ruminated in, oh, it's not working out. I'm making $500 less than I wanted to. Or maybe you could look at it from this guy's argument and say, hey, this time last year I was making $0. So that in itself is evidence that I'm ascending, that I'm on my way up, that I am successful, and even more success is around the corner, and I'm on the right track and I'm being supported, and I now have another month ahead of me where I get to still aim for that target of 5K, and then I'm going to smash that, and then I'm going to aim for the target of 7K, and then I'm going to smash that, and onward and upward, right? So be very mindful about which side of the argument you are actually on in your own head, because your repetitive thoughts create your beliefs, and your beliefs about how things are, about how you are, is the key that creates your outer experience. And if you believe wholeheartedly that you aren't good enough for something and that no one is going to buy from you, and you supply yourself evidence to support that belief, that will be mirrored in your reality. But if you start bringing in and nurturing thoughts that help you create a new belief, that you're being supported and guided and you're on the right path and you're divinely inspired and things are working out for you, and when you give yourself more and more of that evidence, you're going to create that belief. And that belief is then going to be mirrored in your reality, that things are always working out for you, and you are getting the right clients, and you are hitting those higher income targets. Okay? So I hope this video helps and inspires you to start being the lawyer on this side rather than that side, and giving yourself all the evidence in the world to support your soulpreneur journey. I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye, guys.